Hey guys, what's going on? Christina back here with Enjoy Your Carry. Today I have a really interesting backpack to show you. This is the Vanquest Katara. Now I've had this bag for at least a couple of months, using it off and on that entire time. And what's interesting about this bag is my opinions on it have kind of shifted and changed as I've been using it more and more. Which I will get into as we go along. This bag has a ton of features, and it looks a certain way. It's got kind of a tactical vibe, and I'm certainly not like a tactical person, but I really like the way this bag has been, how I've been able to use it in my daily life. I'm not going to get into the details of all the materials. I mean, you can look on the website. I will link the bag below. Just know that it's Vanquest. It is extremely durable. It's not the lightest bag in the world. When it's empty, that's the first thing I thought was that when I first took it out of the box, I thought, wow, this is not light. Like, that was my exact thought that came to my head first. But I also loved the way it felt in the hand. The materials are just top notch. So let's get started. It has 3 compartments mainly. So there's this one main compartment, and the zippers go around the entire bag. It opens clamshell. It's also lockable. You can put a lock in here through the holes for this back compartment. There is a front little compartment here, and then there's another compartment down at the bottom. Which I really like this layout because you can put your small stuff, your admin stuff, and it all has a place to go, which is really nice. So if you know about me, you may know that I don't really typically like to use backpacks for EDC. It tends to be too much, and on an everyday basis, I don't always want to carry a backpack. But when I do need some extra stuff, like a water bottle or like some backup supplies, I'll take a smaller bag, throw it in my larger bag, and be good to go. So, first compartment up here is totally loop lined. There's a Vanquest, imprinted here just for the branding. You can put a patch on here if you're into that. I typically don't, but it's all nice and soft and ready to accept your patches. There's 2 zippers. On all of these compartments, there's 2 zippers, which is great. The zippers, the Spartan zipper pulls are fantastic. They're easy to grab, and the zippers on this bag are so smooth. I don't know why. Whenever I get a bag like this that has smooth zippers, I just wish all of my bags had the same. Like, I don't know why certain bags, if they're all using YKK, if they're a similar size, why are they not all the same smoothness? I don't have that figured out, but these zippers are great. So inside you have a whole lot of organizational spaces. I don't even use them all because there are so many. So I threw my keys in here. I have this extra strap. And then one of my pouches. So there's some nice depth in there that you can see. There's a couple inches of depth. There's an admin section here. So I've got lip balm. These are all stretchy, 4 stretchy places for you to put gear, and there's a pocket behind it. So back here I just have a backup portable battery with cords attached. I can link this or let you guys know if you're interested in what this is. And so that's what I keep in this front section. There's also a zippered compartment here with the really nice halfway see-through Vanquest mesh that you can put little bits of gear in. I actually have it empty at the moment, but really nice way to just organize small stuff. The pocket below it is a little bit bigger. Now, if you'll notice too, there's this laser cut MOLLE stuff all around here. So you can attach things to the front, or you can slip gear through like a pen or whatever. I typically don't on the front, but there's lots of ways to utilize this front panel. Again, 2 zippers on the front, extremely easy to zip and unzip. And here's some more organization in here. Okay, so there's another meshy compartment here with its own dimension. I have a pouch in here with insurance cards, business cards. I just threw it in here to keep it separate. 2 slip pockets here. You can see a key clip, which I'm not using. I have tissues and another pouch, which has, this is from Manhattan Portage. It has coins, spare change in there. Behind it, a big slip pocket. So I just put, this is like med stuff. So I have first aid kit here, and right next to it, I have different medicines, allergy meds, headache meds in here. So that's how I keep this space organized. There's room in here to fit more stuff. You could definitely fit more than I currently have, but that is how I have it organized. Nice orange ripstop, which is just easy to see, and I just really appreciate all of the organizational options on this bag. And the other thing that attracted me to this bag is that it's only 16 liters. When I carry a backpack, I don't want a big backpack. I don't like 25 liters on my back unless I'm staying overnight somewhere. I don't need that. So this is perfect, the perfect size. On the sides, you have more of that laser cut Molly. I slipped my Leatherman Wave in here. I have a carabiner here just in case I need to hook something else random on there. And then I have my hand sanitizer and one of those, you know, pens, like tactical pens that has a light, as well as glass breaker on the bottom. I slipped it there because if ever you need one of those, you're going to want to get to it quick. You're not going to want to be digging through a bag to find it. Vanquest also makes, let me take this out so I can show you. Vanquest also makes a water bottle holder that you purchase separately and can attach to the bag. This is what it is. Okay, so you would undo these clasps here and you would thread it through. I'm going to do one for right now because I don't want to spend 10 minutes doing this. But the basic gist is you would thread it through the Molly, snap it back, and then it expands pretty nicely to fit your water bottle. And then you could also take this bungee and slip it around your bottle and tighten it just so that your bottle does not come out of the water bottle holder. I happen to like the sleekness of the bag without this attached. And so I actually have a water bottle inside, and that's how I've been carrying it. I like to put gear here, as you saw, and I really haven't used this much, but this is extremely well made. You know, the materials are as great as the bag is. And it's nice if when you're hiking or doing something outdoors, it's easy access to your water bottle if you want it on the outside. And if you don't, you just remove it and you don't even use it. And so, again, that's bought separately from Vanquest. I will link that as well for those that are interested. If you notice here, I have these little button tabs. I had mine under there. What this is for, though, is that you can snap it there. That way, when you open the main compartment, it won't open all the way down. Perhaps you frequently are in and out of your bag grabbing things out of the top and don't want to open the bag all the way. If that's the case, you would snap this closed and it would make it very easy for you to avoid doing that. I actually use this bag in such a way that I would often zip on one side to get at something on the side, and so I never had this tab closed. Instead, I just tucked it under here and it stayed flush and out of my way all the time, and I preferred that. But it is really nice to be able to do that. It's the same on both sides if you want to keep the bag from opening all the way. So main compartment, like I told you, it opens clamshell. This back compartment here is where you would put your tablet or your small laptop. I am blanking now on the exact what it holds. It definitely holds iPad Pros, and I believe a 13-inch laptop will fit in here as well. Check the website for the exact specs on that. There's also capabilities to put a water bladder here if you prefer hydration in that way. And then it would go through here. There's a hole that would go out through here that you could attach it, you know, perhaps run it through the straps and be able to get easy access while on the go. I never use those hydration bladders, but it's nice to know that it's there. This is loop lined, right? This is not. This is, so you could put a Velcro patch or an admin panel here. I did not do that. I started off that way, but I found it to be in the way. So I quickly took it off, but this is how I would run the bag. Let me show you. I'm going to turn it around. So this is the back of the front of the bag. I would put my small water bottle here, and this, you may recognize, is my pouch from Velroy that I recently, the Venture pouch, gosh, I recently reviewed it. It's the one that does not come with the straps, and I added my own. I like to use this for EDC for all of my main stuff, but when I need a bigger bag, I take this, put it inside the backpack, and then if I need to like get out of the car and run an errand, I might just take this and wear this and keep the bag in the car depending on the situation. So those are the only two things I would put in the bag, this and my water, and it has worked really well. So again, lots more features still to show you, so stay with me. On either side, there are these two pockets, these orange pockets, and there's not bungee, but elastic on the outside. So you could put gear here, flashlight, tools, whatever, pens perhaps, or put something in the pocket. I was like needing a couple of snacks for one of my kids, so I threw like a granola bar on each side. But that gives you the idea of like if you need an extra pocket somewhere, you just kind of stick it right in there. Again, with that top mesh compartment, I have just some pens, a nail file, a highlighter, a Tide pen in here. It's perfect for that stuff. You could maybe put sunglasses up here, you could put snacks up here, and change the orientation of how you have it laid out, whatever. Really, really nice. Just good quality materials. I can't really emphasize that enough. And every single zipper is smooth. Okay, this compartment, I am choosing to use it in this way, going from top down. So all I have stored in here is a book right now. But what you could do, it's actually made, there's Velcro on the top. So if you Velcro this down from the top, now you can't get at the top very easily. But what you would do is if you're wearing the bag, if you swing the bag around, you could access the pocket from this side or from this side rather than the top, depending on what you've got in here, depending on how often you need access to this pocket, depending on how you're wearing the bag. Again, I liked, in my day-to-day use, it made much more sense for me to get that little lid out of the way and then access the pocket from the top down where I needed the book and then easily put it back in. This is one of those bags that it almost takes you several weeks to figure out how you're going to use it. There are so many ways. Again, this is loop lined. The inside of this is all loop lined. At one point I was like, can I roll this out of the way and just use this for more admin? I didn't end up doing that because I didn't figure out a way that I liked to roll this out of the way completely. But the point I'm making is there's so many different ways to customize how you're going to carry your stuff. I love that about this bag. Love it. And that is the inside. Hope I'm giving you guys a good view of it. Again, the nice orange color mixed with the light gray. I think it works well. It's really easy to see everything. And it's not this huge, just this huge space. There's places to compartmentalize, which for me is a huge plus. I don't like a backpack that just is one area to dump stuff. Here is the back panel. You've got these two straps that are very cushy. Places to attach gear if you're so inclined to do that. You've got some more branding here. It says Vanquest very lightly. The branding is very subtle in my opinion, which I really like. Strap management for the straps, which is really good to have. If you prefer to only use this bag with one strap, you would unhook one here. You undo this snap here. And you pull this down. And that's where the top of the strap velcros. And there is some stitching here so you get it right when you're lining it up. But you can completely remove this one. There's a buckle here that it's like a Duracell buckle that you would just unclasp. You know what, let me do that for you so I can show you guys. I debated whether I was gonna do that, but I'm just gonna do it. So I'm gonna remove this one completely, right? Now, I'm taking the top of this strap. Sorry for the noise. The Velcro is super strong, which you definitely would want it to be, right? If you're attaching your strap to it. I'm doing this kind of quick, but I just want to show you guys. You would attach that one there. This entire piece could stow away in this area here, and now you have a sling to throw over, and you wear it across your back, and you wouldn't have the two straps. You just have the one. I tried it this way. It was comfortable, but for me, when you're wearing a bag like this is 16 liters. I don't want to wear a sling that large because I'm constantly taking the bag on and off my body. And when a bag like this is over your head, you have to constantly take it over your head every time you want to take it off and on. Now, you could undo this every time, but I wouldn't do that. I mean, most people, I think, take it over their head each time they remove it, and that got annoying to me. I just preferred the backpack. I would just prefer to keep the two straps on. But again, it's really nice to know that you can do that, and it's not hard to do at all. And the excess stuff gets stowed away, and it works really well. And obviously, depending on which shoulder you want to carry it, you remove whatever strap fits your needs. The top handle, it almost looks a little much at first, looks a little bulky, but it was super helpful, super comfortable to hold. It's like, there's almost like there's a hard plastic piece in there that's covered with this nice cushy foam, almost like neoprene material, and it's really comfortable to hold. I mean, I never walked down the street holding the bag this way, but I would often move it from one place to the other using the handle, and really nice, like no complaints at all. I'm looking around the bag to make sure I've caught all the points that I wanted to make to you guys. If you have questions, please put them in the comments. Again, this is one of those bags that has so many features, you could almost forget about some. I don't know if you guys saw, I did a review on the Luminary. It's an old Tom Bin backpack, and I really love that one because of the size. I think it was a 13 liter, the one that I had. Maybe 12, I'm forgetting now exactly, but it had the water bottle pocket in the center of the inside of the bag, which is great for like just overall balance and stability. But the thing that broke it for me over time was the zippers on that bag. They're just so darn stiff. The zippers on this bag are so nice, like every single one. It's just been a joy to use. Do I need all of this Molly? Like, no, I don't. But I really appreciate external attachment points, and this bag has many of them. And so that is one thing I like about having the Molly. Again, super comfortable, very customizable. Another thing, this bag almost always stands up on its own. And I just remembered one thing that I didn't tell you. Right here, there's a secret pocket. It is completely loop lined on this portion, not the top. This is where you could potentially put your CCW in there. And depending on how you swing the bag around, you could put it on this side, or you could have the holster oriented this way. You would just put a Velcro holster in and of your choice and then secure it that way. The issue with that for me is that it makes the front of the bag even heavier than it already was, because you have these two admin compartments in the front, and if there's a firearm in there, the bag always flops forward if you put it down. Now, many people won't care about that. That bothers me. If I'm concealed carrying, I don't really want to put it in a backpack personally, and that's a whole other conversation. But again, just to know that that is there, it's nice to have. You could even put something else in here, like you could put, it's just a nice like hidden pocket. This pocket, you will never know it's there unless you know it's there. So again, just it's full of features. I've been really pleased with this bag, and yeah, I just think it's worth checking out. If you like a lot of the features that I spoke to you about, if you want something super adorable and you like a lot of organization, please let me know if you have any questions. Comment below. I will absolutely respond. I love engaging with you guys on what we've talked about. And yeah, thanks so much for your support. Please subscribe. Please stay tuned. Lots more cool videos coming for you. Thanks again so much.